tuning in to the World XP podcast. If you're enjoying the content, please remember to drop a sub, drop a like, and leave your thoughts down below in the comments. With that, we will see you guys in the podcast.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. For me.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Exactly my point to what we were talking about. That comfortability,
Yeah.
of just being able to just talk to, you're just comfortable with just that person existing in your area.
Yeah. And you don't have to be talking. You don't feel like you need to be doing anything. Like you just exist with that person in that space. Like Tommy, like when I go visit him, it's the same thing. Like half the time we are completely ignoring each other. It's like, well, it is what it is. Or like with Jenna here. Well, it's different, I guess, when you like live with the person. But like
I still
for you
think
and
that
Joyce,
counts.
yeah. Well, I mean, for you and Joyce, I'm sure it's the same. You're just hanging out, doing whatever. Like don't have
one
to
of
be
our
doing
things,
stuff together all the time.
Literally, like one of our things, something that somebody pointed out to me because I got in the car with them, is me and Joyce will get in the car and we will not put music on or like anything. We'll just go. Like we won't be talking. Like we won't be talking or anything. We'll just go. And after like maybe like 10 minutes, I'll start a conversation. She'll start a conversation, and we'll just roll on from there.
Yeah, we do the same. Or like 5 minutes in, like, should we put on music? Oh
yeah. Exactly.
Oh yeah, probably that would be fun.
Or like we like listening to podcasts. So like, hey, you want to put
that too.
Put something on?
Yeah, that as well.
We just do that.
And then you learn new stuff. Like she was showing me, do you know who Andrew Huberman is?
Andrew Huberman? No, I don't.
His podcast is called Huberman Lab. He does stuff like I'm gonna get his exact title wrong, but he does stuff with like he's like a neuroscience type person.
Okay.
So he's always talking about like the science, like why the science of like taking a cold plunge or doing this when you wake up is better, or doing that when you wake up, or
that's interesting.
Shower, or like when you exercise, or like not using your phone before bed, like all these things that like you see in the world, like, oh, don't sleep with your phone in the same room. You're like, yeah, okay, dude.
Yeah.
But he's like the science behind it. So I listened to it and then I didn't change. So yeah, that's a good start. Yeah. So that one's super cool. Or like listen to stand-up comedy. That's fun. Or comedy podcasts. Like Flagrant 2 is hilarious.
Yeah, I listen to Flagrant 2 a lot. Usually, I mean, we're a big fan of Joe
Rogan.
Yeah, Joe Rogan.
Of course.
I'm a fan of Joey Diaz.
Cocksucker.
Yeah. That's my guy.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
He's a good one. The thing with Rogan also, like, I haven't listened to him in a little while because I don't listen to him once you listen, I think I said this, I don't remember which episode I said this in. They're all running together. But like I don't listen to him for him. I listen to his ability to get information out of other people. And so like because once you hear like 5 or 6 of his episodes, you kind of know where he is on most things.
For sure. We have the same outlook.
He's consistent. So it's like, but yeah, no,
it's more like who's on Joe's show this time,
Yeah.
Like,
am I interested in that person or what they're doing?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he's so good at like just talking to people and like making sure that they get their ideas out and making sure that like he stays neutral to a certain extent.
Yeah. Or he helps them get their ideas out in the strongest form that they can be. Like
exactly.
you can have an idea that in your head makes sense, but you don't articulate it correctly, and he'll like, even if he doesn't agree with it, he'll help the person articulate it in the strong, like he'll help them steel man their own argument.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a skill set by itself that's taken him, I mean, years and years and years to develop, from when he was like the Fear Factor guy and they were drinking like horse cum on the show. He was literally That was the one that stopped it. I think that was the one that got it canceled.
That got it canceled. He literally said that. He was like, yeah, that's the one that got canceled.
Like of everything they did, that I mean, yeah, this like I don't know. Dude,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But yeah, and that's a skill set that's a hard skill set to do because then you actually have to like, even if you don't care about that point of view or you don't agree, you have to at least act like you care. And then to do that for 3 hours, 4 times a week, that's hard. Although some of them I feel like are better. Like he's in a spot now where, or not now, he's been in a spot where he can just get fucked up and say whatever he wants and like nobody can do anything to him.
Yeah.
It's like, we can't do that. We'll get fired. Nobody will want to like hire us back. But no, also 3 hours is a long time, man. Like
That is a long time.
I think the longest one I've done on this one is close to 2. And that was with Jay in episode 3. It was also easier because it's in person. It's easier to have a long conversation in person than over this platform that won't be named, that changed their policies recently and caused me a lot of headache. We won't name them.
No, not at all.
Rhymes with room. But yeah, with Jay, it was like an hour and 50 minutes. And that one was fun. And then the longest Zoom one I did was that's not the platform, by the way. I didn't name it. It was with Chris. And then we went super deep in the sciencey stuff. And by the time we hit like close to 2 hours, it was like 11 p.m. And I was like, dude, why are you showing me graphs? But it was good. If it had been earlier in the day, like, and I felt myself getting tired, and I was like, this is not conducive. This is not conducive to like what I'm trying to do. I can't like put out a video where I'm just like, yes, Chris, tell me the science now.
No, I feel you.
It doesn't work like that. But yeah, 3 hours is a long time. He did one with Bert Kreischer that was 5 hours.
Yeah, man. I don't know how they do that. It's always like that with Bert and them. They always have these long podcasts. And you just sit there and just chill.
Yeah. Well, they don't have a subject that they want to talk about. Because the other thing that happens is when you talk about one subject, like somebody's depth of knowledge runs out. And then you can't really go anywhere else. Like, especially if it's something that we're not familiar with, like soccer, with holding soccer for us, our knowledge runs out at a certain point, and then you have to like go do research to like do more, and then you can't really carry on the conversation because you both are just like, you end up both just being like, yeah, I don't really know, this sounds cool. And then like that's it. But with them, they just talk about random stuff. Like they were talking about the last one, Bert was talking about his kid likes to shoot arrows and not go get them. Like they were talking about archery, so she just leave them all on the target and wait for somebody else to like want to shoot and go get them before she shot again. Yeah, and, like they just went all over the place. Like they were watching videos of running with the bulls and watching like stupid Spanish dudes getting impaled and like all this other. It's like there's all the most random things. It's like, dude, wild. And then they just get drunk and do it. It's fun.
Yeah, that's like their like thing, you know.
Yeah.
They're just funny, so people just want to watch them do or watch them be them.
Yeah,
talk about stories and stuff.
Amazing. Being able to monetize just existing as the person you are, that must be nice,
right?
Because like it's not work for them either. Like they love it. Like even for me doing this, like this is not work. If I could make money doing this, like I would do it in a heartbeat because it's fun.
100%.
Even the editing is fun. Like I'm not very good at it, but I'm like adding in little clips in front of the clips of like, please like, comment, and subscribe, which if you haven't done it already, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, it's
pointed down or up, where
link in the description below. Yeah, all that stuff takes time to get used to. And then like the first couple of times I did it, I was like, I'm such a sellout. It's like, what am I doing? And then you kind of
it's part of the process though. It's part of the process.
Yeah, it's part of the process. I wish more people would subscribe. Because most people who watch these aren't subscribed.
All you gotta do is click a button.
I know, it's like half and half actually.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. Then also the algorithm for what people see it. That's a weird one because I post the soccer reels and shorts on Fridays, pretty much the same time every week. I had one reel on or one short on YouTube get 4,500 views. The next week, 50 with the same hashtags, the same time posting, the same content, like pretty much everything.
Who knows how that all that stuff works,
We're
man?
ruled by the machines, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You need to help me convince my dad to do this. He said
Yeah.
he'd only do it if he could drink beer during it, and I was like, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, and then we'd take live questions. I'll like live stream it on Instagram. We'll take live questions, and he'll just roast me. Probably is how that'll end up going. So if you
I think
guys
that would
want to
be
see that, like, comment, and subscribe.
subscribe.
Yeah, next time you see him, help me convince him
All right, we can do
because
that. We can definitely do
he keeps saying like, yeah, he's down, and I'm like, when? He's like, I don't know, I'm busy.
that. That sounds like your dad.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So for you, you've been coaching.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
think
sir.
you think your players are gonna watch this?
I don't know. I feel yeah. If you post it, for sure, they're gonna watch that.
Oh, I mean,
They're gonna watch it.
I'm gonna record it and not post it. Yeah,
I
dude.
mean,
Of course.
they
So
love you. Everything
let's
you
see
post, they
if
watch.
so then for you guys better subscribe too, or I'm gonna start talking shit.
Yeah, you should have like at least 23 new subscribers. So
Like
there you
double
go. I got you.
it.
Added in the JV players that got called up, be like 28.
All right. So they lost their first playoff game
Yes, sir.
on
Districts
was that
Friday.
Friday?
Yeah, Friday night.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's rough. Luckily,
So
they have a little get out of jail card.
yeah,
We
they
got
got
the first
regionals.
seed.
Walk me through what's going on though. We're like not tactics wise, but because from a coaching perspective, coaching in the playoffs against the team that they're supposed to beat. Didn't y'all kick their butts in the regular season? Or was
So
it closer?
we tied them the first game. Actually, I think we tied them both games. We
Oh,
tied them
for
the first
real?
game 1-1, and then we played them our last game of the season. We tied them 3-3.
Who was the one? Oh, that was Riverside that you guys beat like 7-1 or whatever.
Yep.
Okay. So walk me through the mentality, how you as a coach are approaching this game, because you've not coached a high school team like this before. Like we played in this situation, both of us before, obviously, but you're not coached in that situation before. Was your mindset on how to approach the game from a how am I going to deliver this message to the players type deal?
For this upcoming game in regionals.
No, the one that just happened.
Oh, for that one, like so I mean, oh man, I think it just comes down to basics, basics of the sport in general, and the lack of teaching that is coming from. I mean, I don't want to name any clubs or anything, but just clubs in general in the area, I believe, because coming into this, I don't know if I had like a expectation of the guys, but like just a basic standard, like you have your team, like they're pretty well established team already. The guys know each other. You expect them like, hey, you show up first day, let's get a good warm up in, like something as basic as that, right? Let's get a good warm up in, and then we'll start getting into it, right? Where like most of the guys weren't familiar with like a proper warm up.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what really made it click. It was like, man, like things have changed. Like the game has evolved, but things have also changed when it comes to like teaching and coaching and starting up from like a young age and stuff, and how kids are learning to like look at the game and how they're learning to play and how they're learning to respect it and stuff. I think a lot of that is changing nowadays. And I mean, and I don't think it's changing for the good, from what I've seen. And this isn't to bash on any of my players or anything like that, or like talking bad about any of them. It's more how they were taught and how they were raised through the game.
Mhm.
I'm mainly shooting my shot per se at those people because myself and you, like you know firsthand, like that's the most important part, like your core basics, how you warm up, how you prepare, how you stay in shape, like all that stuff, what you eat, all that stuff. You know how that's like the main,
Yeah.
like your foundation to everything.
Even Francois, it was always no soda, no this, no that.
Yeah, as much
Yeah.
as people like to say like, oh, Francois, like he doesn't know as much or anything like that, he knew his basics and he stuck
Oh,
to the
for sure.
basics.
For
And
sure.
he taught us all the basics and how to like abide by the rules of the game. Because if you don't follow the rules of the game in every way, not even on the pitch but off it as well, it's not gonna work.
Yeah. So also, speaking of Francois, I was thinking of this the other day. He actually set us up based on the players we had for the best way for us to play. I think, looking back at the team that we had,
Hmm.
I don't think we gave him enough credit, to be honest. Like we clowned on him a lot and we were like, oh, Francois this, Francois that. But like we had stupid fast strikers, a big midfield, and a solid defense. And those balls, those like down the line to the diagonal run to the strikers, that was like that played to our strengths big time for like our best players. And then he just let Jimmy play.
Yeah, it's just he he saw what he had and he took advantage of it, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like he
No,
had a
for
system
sure.
that worked, and clearly that system has been working because ever since, even after we left, we've been like Briar has been a dominant team in Loudoun County
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
no matter who they've had on their team.
Yeah. And I like because we were always like, oh, we could have been better if we did this or we did that. But I don't know. I don't know if we like if I don't know. I think we hit pretty close to our peak.
I think so as well.
At least my last year. I think that was because that Blacksburg team was gonna kick they beat they won the
Tusky pretty
final like
bad.
they
Yeah,
won the final like 4-0 or something like that. So I don't know. Yeah, that was a good group for sure. Um,
I think injuries too. That was something that
yeah,
hurt us
maybe.
really bad.
Yeah, that's true. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like we had, yeah, he did a good job with the group that we had. I think it was it's interesting because his job was to get wins almost at that point rather than due to coaching. Like he was like, oh, the club players can do the coaching, and we were like, well, we're not being coached like club. It's like, well, yeah, we're not supposed to be. And then like some of the other teams that were coached by club guys, they had played better, like better soccer, but we ended up beating all of them. So like, I don't know.
It was weird, right? It was
Yeah,
weird because there were teams that did play technically better than us,
yeah,
but it was just I kind of look at it like a Real Madrid type thing,
mm-hmm.
where like especially now in the Champions League, perfect
Mm-hmm.
example is like no matter what, like Real Madrid is like Real Madrid, like it's gonna be hard to beat them.
Yeah,
I always felt like we kind of carried that in a way
yeah,
after that first season that we had, that like we got
mm-hmm.
a little taste of success
Yeah, yeah,
my freshman year.
mm-hmm.
I feel like we always had that type of swagger, like where
Mm-hmm.
it's like it doesn't matter like what the situation is, like we're always dangerous and we can always win.
Yeah. And he built that in though. He did.
Yeah, exactly. No,
Like
exactly.
he
That's not
he
easy, man.
he for sure got lucky with like with the talent pool that we had,
Oh, for sure.
but at the same time, he did he did a good job.
Of
Like
managing it.
he managed it really well. The group
Yep.
was cohesive. There wasn't a lot of like infighting and things like that.
Hmm.
Like he did a good job building a culture, managing like building it from because before when you were in middle school, the team sucked because the school was new. So we
Yeah.
didn't have any like so he built it up and now like there's a platform for where you guys are now that you're continuing on as coach. So that's pretty cool. So Francois, if you're listening to this, you did a good job, dude. And
Yeah, we
also,
appreciate you
I don't
and
drink
we love
soda
you.
anymore.
No
Yeah,
soda.
no soda ever, except with
No
alcohol.
soda.
I don't say that. Whatever.
No soda.
That's
Sponsor
fine.
us.
No, yeah, sponsor us. Whatever water bottle company that was.
The best water out there.
Give me some money so I can support my new payment to this platform called Room. Oh,
No,
yeah.
but seriously though, so like, and I think it brings me back to this one quote I heard one time, and I'm probably gonna botch it, so I apologize ahead of time. But the whole this quote I heard, it was like hard times create tough men, tough men create
easy
easy
times.
times,
Yeah.
easy times create soft men, or
Soft. Yeah.
soft men create hard times. You know,
Yeah.
so
There's
like
a gazillion versions of that.
yeah. However it goes, like Francois did amazing, and he did
Yeah.
such a good job of building that. But like for him to keep that going, I think it was such a good time for him to leave,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
and because like he did what he needed to do,
Pass
and
the
like
torch.
now us like stepping up now into there, it's like not that we have soft men, quote unquote, but like
There's a bit of a rebuild of culture.
yeah, there's a bit of like not team wise, but more like mentality wise.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's even tougher than building a good team. You know, like you can teach somebody, like you can help somebody get faster, you can help somebody get a better touch, you can help somebody shoot better. You know what I mean? You can
Mhm.
always improve on that, but like mentality like takes a little bit more. Like
Yeah.
it's not as easy as just going to the field and working out every day.
Mm.
It's like somebody that's willing to be open minded and accept criticism, be able to give out criticism in the right way, you know,
Yeah,
and be
it's
like,
tough. It's
yeah,
not
it's tough,
easy.
man.
It's not easy.
So like,
So
I just had that feeling like coming into the season where like the guys had some type of like, hey, like, you know, we're the big shot, you know, like
mhm.
I felt like they were owed something. They felt like they were owed something, you know, like, oh, we didn't
Mm.
win anything the past couple of years, but we're good enough, you know.
So now
Whereas like this
we're gonna
has to
show
be our
up and
year.
win. Yeah. This
Exactly.
has to be it. It can't possibly not be it. Yeah. Then
Exactly.
you
We're
get
like they're not
punched in the
thinking of the
mouth. Yeah.
possibility. We're like, hey, we could go the entire year and only win. Like only win what we already won. Like
So
this next game could be our last game.
yeah. Well, y'all should have won the last one. Anyways.
Exactly.
So what was that a wake up call, you think, to them? They got punched in the mouth.
I
They're
hope
gonna
so,
come out better.
because
I guess you haven't seen them, so you're gonna see them tomorrow at practice. When is the regional game?
regional they haven't set out a date yet. We're still
Okay.
waiting on the date. So
Oh, fine, because the finals Tuesday.
yeah.
District finals Tuesday.
Yep.
You guys
Which we should
practice?
be playing, but
Yeah, you guys practice Tuesday.
yeah, I'm sure we're gonna practice Tuesday.
I might make an appearance, maybe. No promises.
Okay, that'd be cool.
We'll talk.
They'd appreciate it.
We'll talk offline about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, see how they are Monday. I'd be very curious to Monday is tomorrow, but I'd be curious to see how they are at practice, to see if there's a togetherness or if there's finger pointing, because then you'll know. Then you'll really know, because they haven't really had any hiccups this season until now.
Well, we did lose a game against Pop Falls. Our first game, we were undefeated until I think one of our third to last games against
Yeah.
Pop Falls,
Mm-hmm.
and they were one of the lower teams in our division. And I mean, we bounced back pretty well. We won 7-2, I believe, against Riverside the next game that you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
So we bounced back pretty well. I think also something that I feel like Francois made sure that we had, and like that was just felt natural to us, was that I don't know, like that like brotherhood, that, or like that comfortableness of like me being able to talk to you and like, hey, and tell you something, hey, like do this better, you know, like, hey, if you didn't
Mm-hmm.
play me the ball like to the right foot, or like you didn't play me in, and like you
Yeah,
played me to my feet instead of playing me in, I'd be
yeah,
like, yo, like next time play me, like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
To like tell each other that without getting upset or taking it personal, like where as like now I feel like we have that trouble of like being together and being positive all the time. Like we
Mm,
were never negative. Like with
no, I
us,
don't. I mean, there was some, but it wasn't. But also that mindset went all the way because we were so deep and he played so many guys. Like I know, like Kevin, for instance, and I don't think he'll mind me saying this because when we were talking when he was on before, he's like, oh, yeah, like he understood what his like role on the team was. Like he knew he wasn't going to be starting or this or that. Like, but he was also I don't I don't know. I think also he felt like he could say something if something popped up as well. And he was like toward like down at the bottom, like the end of the bench. So
but we would listen. Like
yeah,
if
we
Kevin had
would.
something to say, like we'd all like it. Like coming like from the bottom of my heart, I love Kevin. Like
Yeah,
Kevin was probably he's probably one of the most genuine like people I've ever met.
yeah, for sure.
And like you said, he understood his role and stuff. And if anything, he took that to like a whole new level. Like he'd get put in to like do our long throw-ins, like whenever
Yeah,
we needed it, you know?
yeah,
But even then, he would still like people would like sleep on him so much, he would still put in a performance, even
yeah.
if
He
it's
could
for
still
five
play
minutes.
also. Yeah,
Yeah, he'd still make his tackles, still win his 50-50s, play out from the back, you know what I mean? He
hmm
still do what he needed to do. Like
hmm
I feel like people never appreciated that enough from him as well. And I feel like people don't appreciate that and don't see that. So like when people are put in that situation to be like a Kevin,
hmm
they're like they get upset, you know, and they're like,
yeah,
oh, they don't see it the same way Kevin did,
yeah,
which takes a lot of maturity, you know.
for sure. Well, I mean, it definitely at the time, I think he wasn't a fan of it, but I think he also knew, like, I don't know. And hindsight being 2020, I wish like I would have let him know more that like we appreciated him being there also, you know. But
For
yeah,
sure, for sure.
for what you're saying, like if that's like you want that in a team, like that's the way Cardinals is now. Like nobody's got a problem. Like the guys are a little older, obviously they're in college, most of them, and a little older some of the other ones, but nobody's got a problem being like, hey, play me on this foot, do this, do that, and like it's nothing personal. That's the thing. Like when you go, it's not personal. It's like what's on the field stays on the field, and then you talk about it afterwards, and it's fine. So I don't know. Is that? I feel like that's a
But
learning
it's
curve.
also that the positivity thing though.
Yeah, yeah.
Like even because like I don't know, it's you would hear like that kind of chatter between us sometimes, but it was never like us getting frustrated with each other to that point, you know?
hmm
Like it was never that. It was always like, okay, maybe we'd get a little frustrated, but we'd talk it out and then we'd get it. Like
Yeah.
everybody would understand it and then
We
we'd move forward.
also, yeah, we also knew it wasn't from a place of malice or like bad intent. So unless something really tipped over, like
Exactly.
it might
So
be like,
it was always like, hey, like be positive, like let's work together, you know?
yeah,
Like everybody like our captains did such a good job of that, of like especially on the field when we were like in bad situations, our
hmm
captains would get us like get everybody's attention and make sure to be like, yo, hey, like we're good. Like let's keep working together, you know, let's not deviate from what we're trying to do here.
it's an interesting situation from the perspective of like a 16-year-old to have the wherewithal to do that. So that's
Oh,
not,
for sure. For sure.
and like again, I've been out of it for a while, right? Like I've not been with kids. Like I was coaching a high school team when I was in college, but that was like 4 or 5 years ago at this point. And then so like how do you see it? Like how do you approach the situation? Because you were there, I was there, but you're a coach now. So how much of a leash, I guess, do you give them to like because there's got to be some amount of like in discussion with like amongst themselves before you be like, all right, chill out. Like, you know,
Hmm.
how do you approach that, especially now with the playoffs? Like this is it, is win or go home. They gotta win. So how are you gonna approach it on like this week of practice?
So I mean, my plan is to just kind of let them soak with everything in the past and be like, hey guys, like go through. go through your games, and like see like what the difference was in each game and like what we did differently, and really like think about it. Like think about what you did in each one of those games and what you could have done better in some of the games that we did bad. And when you come into this next week of training for the rest of the week, I want them to focus on not winning, but just doing their job the right way, Because I always tell them, like, our culture at Briar was never about winning, because that's not how we started. Like you said, like, before I got there,
We
the
were
team was terrible.
garbage.
We were terrible. I think we had, like, maybe one season over 500, not even.
It wasn't even close to 500 though. We were like 2-12.
Exactly, So our culture isn't about winning. Winning is just an outcome of what following our culture is. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just an outcome of it. Like, it's just something that we get from that. We just happen to win constantly because we have such a great culture and we follow that to the T.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I want them to focus solely on that and not worry about winning or losing or if this is our last game. Because at the end of the day, if they go into this last game with the wrong mindset and thinking about the wrong things or have like not being mentally prepared for it, like they're gonna go into it and who knows, it could be their last game and they're gonna go into it and then that'll be their last game and the last thing they're gonna remember is just not being in the right mindset.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one for sure.
That's a rough one. I'm at peace with how my high school career ended because I did it. Like I feel like I did everything I could possibly do that last game, and I gave it my all. And I know the guys next to me. I know every single one of them gave it everything they had as well. So I'm at peace with that. I'm at peace with it because of that. Because we had that type of culture and we had that trust within each other that, hey, I'm gonna give it my all, and I know I'm gonna look to my right and I'm gonna see the same thing from the next guy.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be like individuals. We're gonna be working together. Like I'm gonna look to my right. I'm gonna see my guy like, hey, I got your back. I'm gonna look to my left. Same thing.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm gonna look to my right and he's gonna be doing his thing and I'm gonna be doing my thing. Like, nah, it's not how it works.
Yeah.
So
yeah, 100%. That's the thing with Cardinals as well. Like, since my registration is still not through, so I'm not playing. But before every game, they're like, "All right, we're getting on a bus," and every message I send is like, "Mindset, get your mind right, everything." You do like at that point, they're talented enough and they're fit enough that it's like it's not an issue anymore. It's not like that's not the problem for the most part. So, but yeah, interesting situation. The other thing that's weird about that is people are like in high school. I wasn't really worried about getting looks for college because I was ignorant of everything that was going on. So like it didn't affect me in that way. But now I feel like people are worried about getting looks for school. I don't know. Is that a thing with you guys or not really?
Not really. Usually,
not playing
usually
within,
by the time,
like not playing within the team, so they can get a highlight clip or something. Not really.
Thankfully, we haven't had that type of problem, I guess. Most of the guys that committed they were committed before the season even started, before tryouts.
Really? There you go.
Yeah, for the most part. So that's awesome. I was so happy for them. I'm hoping I can help my juniors out and when they're starting this journey because they're going to start committing soon as well once this school year is over.
Yeah, for sure.
So no, thankfully, no. Just no. There's not really anybody like or any type of situation we had to deal with that. Like somebody was like, "Oh, I need to be the star player," or anything like that. If anything, our egos with that, when it comes to that, our egos have been like really well leveled. We haven't had to deal with like I'm the guy, like I'm the head guy of this team or anything like that. Nah, like everybody, Francois still had his like culture embedded in there. It was just this group just still needed a little bit of fine tuning,
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, yeah, we'll get off the subject. No, best of luck to you guys though. Hopefully,
No, I
fingers
appreciate it.
crossed.
Appreciate
Hopefully,
it.
fingers crossed, we can get the dub and make another run through. But that
Yes,
would be
sir.
sick. All right, enough of that. Let's get on to the Premier League stuff.
Oof, don't do this.
Wild
That
last day of
hurts.
the season.
It hurts.
I was on. Actually, that was really funny. I was on FIFA, just playing, but also I was like doing some other stuff. I was doing like three things, but I didn't have the games on, and I was on like in a party with somebody who was watching the games in Spanish, and so I
Mhm.
heard when the goals came through. So when I heard the Coutinho goal for them to go up 2-0, it's like, oh shit, Coutinho scored. I was like, look at the scores, and I was like, oh, it's 2-0. Liverpool's 1-1 still. I was like, no way, is this gonna happen? And it's like, all right, City scored, they're back in it. And there was like City scored again. There was like City scored again. And I was like, well,
This game.
it's game.
GG's.
GG's in the chat. Gundogan again. It's like he didn't play that much all year. It comes through with 2 goals in 5 minutes to give them the title. Bonkers, dude. You watched the games. Did you watch this? You
Yeah.
watched both games. What was it?
Yeah.
Were they at home, City?
Yeah, City were at home. Both were at home. Both teams were at home.
That place must have gone nuts. And then
Oh man.
Anfield must have just been silent when Gundogan scored the third.
It was so weird. Like even before they came back, Anfield just felt, I don't know, maybe it was just the TV broadcast, but it just felt gloomy, bro. Like it was tied 1-1. City were losing.
That's why it was gloomy, because they were tied. They still needed to win because the goal difference wasn't good enough.
Yeah, but City's losing 2-0. It's
Yeah.
not gloomy, bro. That's best case scenario. You gotta be like, I expected Anfield to be popping. Like,
Yeah.
popping.
Normally it is.
It probably was. You probably couldn't hear it, but usually I have it loud enough where
You were
can hear
watching
it.
both games though, right?
Yeah, I had the City on my laptop and
Oh, gotcha.
Liverpool on the TV.
Gotcha. The Etihad must have popped off.
Yeah, my laptop was louder than the TV.
That's insane. That's nuts. They've had 2. Oh, dude. I need to go watch the highlights of it. Oh, was it another like a
No, if anything, it was just classic City, just moving the ball and tap-ins.
Was it really?
Move the ball across the goal, tap in. Move the ball, across the goal, tap in.
For Pep, that's so satisfying, but for the rest of us, like, you want the league to be won by like freaking banger, but they just had to ruin it for everyone.
It was a pretty nice play. It was a pretty nice play, and De Bruyne, of course, with the ball, with a pinpoint, perfect ball.
What a guy,
so
dude!
It wasn't
such
like
a good player, dude.
Type of goal, but
Yeah,
they played well, man. They played well.
He's so good, De Bruyne.
I don't want to be that salty Liverpool fan, but I can't stand it when people are saying like, I love Pep. Pep is my guy. Barca all day. Barca Pep is the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Probably is, yeah.
That's what I call. Barca Pep is the GOAT. City Pep, different Pep, in my opinion.
Well, he's trying different things out.
Of course he's trying different things out. $4 billion later, £4 billion later, I'm sorry.
And he's
trying different things out and it's working. Yes, I know. I get it. He has a great team and they're playing beautiful and all that type of stuff. But £4 billion later, what do you expect? I expect domination from them.
No.
And it's not even domination, bro.
No.
They're still barely beating Liverpool in the league. And they have 2 full starting 11s. And they've had it 2 full starting 11s for the past like 7 years. That's why they've won the league so many times. But yet they can't win the Champions League. Why? Because they don't have the quality to win the Champions League. They just have the depth to win a league.
They have the quality.
They have the luxury. They have the luxury of sitting their midfield, and they have the luxury of sitting their midfield and still putting out a midfield with like Gundogan, Fernandinho, and Foden.
Don't be dumb. They have the quality to win the Champions League. They haven't done it.
I wonder why.
That's stupid. You know who else has spent that amount of money?
I wonder why.
You know who else is United? Look where those fuckers are.
Exactly. But but guess what? They don't have Pep. They don't have Pep to be there building up everything so they could just win the league every year.
I think they're gonna lose Pogba on a free again. They've lost him on a free twice and bought him back for 80 million euros. That is horrible business. The worst business probably. That's so sad. Dude. They ruined Sancho. They ruined Sancho. Sancho is a baller, and they ruined him.
You and your Dortmund. Oh God, here we go. Sancho hasn't played. Has he even played this year?
No.
I think he's.
Did you watch him? Did you watch him?
So they haven't
last
ruined
year?
him. He hasn't even been able to play.
Yes, they ruined him.
He's a great player.
Did you watch him last year?
Ruined. He just hasn't played. Once he starts, once Man U gets like a coach that knows what up and down is, like the difference between up and down. Once Man U get a coach that knows that, like Ten Hag, they'll be set. Changes are gonna start happening. Maguire's gonna get chopped like he should be. And that's it.
Maguire. Slabhead. Do you think their best partnership is Varane and Bailly?
I like Lindelof.
Lindelof?
Yeah, Varane and Lindelof.
He's good, but he's
too sketchy on the defensive side, I know, but he's just such a good ball playing.
He's not what you need if you want to win the title.
No, of course not. No. If I had to choose, I'd choose to sell all 3 extra center backs, keep Varane, and bring in who could you bring in?
They want to bring in Timber from Ajax. Jarelli and Timber from Ajax.
I feel like you could lure
wants to bring him with him. I don't know.
Oh, that makes sense for Ten Hag, of course.
But
like a Man U center back, like a classic center back.
They should have got De Ligt.
Jimenez
from Atletico.
Yeah, I think he'd be a good fit.
Yeah, he would, but they won't do that.
Of course
they won't do that. No,
of course they wouldn't.
That would be
Don't say De Ligt. De Ligt's gonna find his way to Barca here soon. Don't worry.
He's not. He just signed a 5-year deal.
He's going to Barca. Don't worry.
He's not. And you guys are Barca's selling De Jong to
Give
United.
It a year or two. That's fine. We have a midfield. I don't need it. We don't need it.
De Jong could be the best pivot midfielder in the world. I think.
I think so as well. I think that's what Barca should have done with him, but clearly that's not it.
Hot take. Got to get rid of Busquets now and let De Jong do that. That role.
Hey! I've been clicking the button. I've been clicking that button for the past 2 years. As a diehard Barca fan, I've been clicking the eject button
for Busquets.
On Busquets. I want him out of here.
I'm not crazy then. Yeah, that's what they should have done. If it's me, their midfield is De Jong, Pedri, and Gavi.
Yeah, that's it. Too easy. And then you got Nico Gonzalez coming in. So
actually, I take it back. You put because Nico's a bit. He's a bit of a bigger, a little bit more defensive, isn't he? So I would put De Jong at pivot, Nico and Pedri probably as my midfield 3. I think for now.
I like that as well. I think either one would work.
It's more balanced than the other one.
I think they're getting Nico ready to take Busquets' spot.
Why did they buy De Jong? That's stupid.
Well, that's the thing, because they didn't expect Nico to become a perfect fit for Busquets' spot. Well, and I don't think in Koeman, bro. I could go on for hours, bro. I could go on for hours.
I know. We all know what Koeman did. He signed Luke De Jong. It made no sense.
No. I'm saying Koeman. We haven't been able to use De Jong the way that I thought we were gonna use him. I thought we were gonna get De Jong and then we're gonna boot Busquets out of here, slot him in that pivot spot, and just let him do his thing. Because that's what he was doing for Ajax.
He's unreal. He's so good.
He's nuts.
So good.
He's nuts. Put Pedri and Nico in front of him, or Pedri and Gavi in front of him, and we're good. And then you got, the combinations.
Hey, you guys are benefiting off Dortmund quality over there. You think he fits? Does he fit?
Does he fit? Does he fit?
Listen, here's why.
Does
Hot
he
take.
fit?
Not because
The
he's not
man
good.
is a goal scoring machine. You
Stop,
put him in any team and he's just gonna go.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, no one's saying he's not gonna get buckets, but I'm saying from what Xavi is trying to do with the team, he's trying to get rid of the deadwood, bring in younger players.
I
Does
think
Lewa
I
fit
think
with what
Lewa
he's
I
doing?
think Lewa comes in with the right mentality because he's like
How long do you think he's there?
a
2 years?
year maybe.
A year
A
or
year.
two?
Yeah, a year or two.
And then what do you do with Alba? Get rid of him?
Either or. We kind of gave him that boost to get him out, to get him somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
what?
yeah, he's doing pretty well. So I wouldn't be
mean-
upset with if we get Lewa. I wouldn't be upset with getting rid of Alba
So then what? Ansu Fati on the left and Dembele on the right?
or Torres on the left, then Bale on the right, then Bale on the left, Fati on the right, Torres on the right, then Bale on the left. However you want it, brother.
So that's
You
3
pick.
options there. So
With
those-
the pie on the left, maybe, or on the right.
The pie can't play wide anymore, I don't think.
Okay, then the pie on the top or false nine.
Nah, you guys gotta get rid of the pie. You can't have the pie, Lewa, and Alba. You can't have all
Yeah,
three
no,
of
that's
them.
true. No,
And you have no money.
Alba can't play. He can play out wide though.
Not anymore.
I think he can with Barca's system. He can because Barca doesn't play their wingers like that.
Maybe.
Our wingers are
Maybe.
different. We have
Yeah,
different.
I
wingers.
know, but he doesn't play defense anymore.
Yeah, the defensive work rate. That's I was
He
about. I was
doesn't,
literally
he
about to
doesn't
say.
do it. He doesn't do
I
that
knew you were
anymore.
about to say that.
And then in the back, isn't Chelsea looking to sign Serginho Dest?
I think they were like ready to let him go for like 23 or something, 25 now.
Yeah, I don't know. That's
I think that'd be stupid. I think
all
he's
right,
still
so then,
young.
So then, who you got in the back? Ter Stegen is still good, and then your center backs Araujo and Garcia. Is that who you going forward with? Get rid of
Yeah,
PK?
Garcia with Piquet, and I mean, my poor man Mingwenza. Nobody really knows him. They think he's a right back. He's a center back.
Yeah,
but
he's
we
for
just-
sure a center back. You just don't have any right backs.
Exactly. So he's just been having to get left to dry, just hung up there. Guys,
Also, why are you guys signing Marcus Alonso and
we better not be
Espilicueta?
signing Marcus Alonso.
You
I
are,
hope
and
that's
and
false.
Espilicueta and Christensen, all three of them.
Until I
Chelsea.
see Fabrizio come out
Fine.
with the tweet.
Why are you guys even looking at him?
We're not. It's a look over here. We're smacking you over here.
Yeah,
type of thing.
who you signing at in defense?
Don't worry about it. It's a surprise.
Yeah, because you have no money. You can't sign anyone. Let's go sign Pogba on a free. Don't do that. That'd be horrible for you guys.
That would be a
the
terrible.
worst.
That would be a terrible decision. I'd lose my mind. Mind.
That'd be awful.
I'd lose my mind. Where would he go? There's no point.
No, you go
It's
nowhere.
like buying Arda Turan again. I'm not going through that again. But thank you.
No, don't disrespect Pogba like that. He's better than Turan. I know Turan was a beast at Atletico, but Pogba's.
I know he's better, but I'm talking like what they give to the team. It's just about the same.
Dude, when Pogba plays for France, he's like top 5 midfielder in the world, and then he goes back to club and it's like.
Just hates life.
I feel like he never had a 6 with him, dude. That was the thing. Like he never had a real 6 because Matic can't move that much, and McTominay is like a giant chicken with his head cut off. He's a good player, but like not playing with Conte is different when you play.
I feel like he had all the wrong coaches at the wrong time.
Yeah, like when he's playing with France and he had Conte and Matuidi doing all the dirty work for him. He could just float around, ping passes around to Griezmann and Mbappe in the World Cup.
That's what he did. That's what he did at Juventus. He had what's it called?
Marquisio and Vidal and Pirlo.
He had Vidal, Marquisio and Vidal.
Yeah, those two are workhorses, bro. And then
that diamond, he was literally just sitting at the top. He was sitting at the top of the diamond, just chilling.
Yep.
Doing nothing.
Yeah. And then Tevez and Morata up top.
Oh my god.
Only to get dismantled by MSN.
Was that FIFA? Was that
15.
FIFA 16?
15.
Tevez?
Oh, I don't know.
FIFA 15 Tevez. Just normal card, gold card. Tevez nuts. Most OP card in the game.
Where do you think Dybala is going to go? Oh, he's going to Inter, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he's going to
I'm kind
Inter.
of sad. I wanted him to go to like Prem or something.
Yeah,
But that's good though. I kind of want the Serie A to come back.
it is. It's weird. Did you watch the Juventus All or Nothing documentary?
I started watching it. It's hard for me to like just kind of stay in it because I gotta read the subtitles and stuff. But I've
Nah,
seen most of
you
it.
know Spanish, dude. I could understand it.
It's Italian,
I
nah.
know, but it's close enough that you like know what they're saying. You don't gotta know
Yeah,
word for
some most of
word.
the sentences make sense.
Yeah, it's close
It's
enough
just
to
when they
like.
started they start talking like really fast.
Oh, I don't pay
It's,
attention to that.
oh,
Like when Bonucci is with his family at home, getting the same buzz cut every single day. Yeah, it's like I don't care. It's like you got a haircut. Congratulations, bro. It's not what we're here for. We're here to watch Ronaldo.
no, but dude, I love those the all or nothing. Like
Yeah,
watching, I watched Tottenham's too.
Tottenham's. I think Tottenham's is the best one. I like the City one, and I like the Juve one, but I think Tottenham's is the best one.
I think I learned the most from the Tottenham one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, from the Tottenham one
Yeah,
because Juve and City, like a lot of that stuff is already out there. The information, like information wise, but Spurs is like less. Like when they're building all this stuff, that training facility is bonkers, bro. Imagine getting to work there every day. They have like 8 fields that are nicer than any field I've ever played on.
it's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
I think their biggest mistake was getting rid of Mourinho.
Probably because Daniel Levy didn't like him, so that was the end of that.
Yeah, because Mourinho he should speak his mind, which is not a bad thing.
I know. Watch, he's about to win a silverware on Wednesday with Roma.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, and watching the All or Nothing just cemented that, my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, even more
Yeah,
because like that whole scene where he like sat everybody down and like he
yeah,
told Dele Ali like you're fucking lazy at trading and shit.
yeah.
Like
Look where he is now. It's
like
true.
that exact like that to me was like, yo, like if you would have kept him, that's nuts. Like your team, like you would have like grown. Like in my opinion, Tottenham's never gonna be a top 6 team like officially until they either pick between Son or Kane or get an actual like, or they already got the manager, so they have to pick between Son or Kane.
And do what with what do you mean?
They have like, in my opinion, they have to drop Kane, sell
Why?
Kane, get rid of him, and focus on Son because
Why?
clearly the duo is just not working.
It is working. Fuck you mean?
It's
They have
working to if there was a trophy for the duo with the most assists to each other, yeah, go ahead, give them the trophy. But we're talking about like winning
no,
games,
it's not,
titles,
dude.
and
It's
stuff like
not.
that.
It's not their fault. They have like Oliver Skip and Eric Dyer behind them.
But that's my point.
No,
Like
they
you
have
need
money.
you
Daniel Levy doesn't. I disagree strongly with that. Daniel Levy doesn't want to spend money. They could do it. That front three right now with Kulusevski, Kane, and Son, like the way that Conte wants to set up and play, they could play. But they've got Ben Davies playing as left center back, and he's
but
fine.
that's what I'm saying. So why don't they do that? They need to either sell them so they could build that team that they need around a star
They
player.
don't. They don't need. They don't need to sell him to get the money. Daniel Levy has the money. He just doesn't want to spend it.
Well, that's crazy. I mean, that's nuts.
He's a business dude. He's selling
Nuts.
tickets and selling jerseys. Why would he sell his most like? I bet Kane sells the most shirts. Actually, no.
No,
Son probably does.
obviously, he's a business dude.
Yeah, he's not
But
going to sell him. But he
you
has
want to
the
win
money though.
something. You want to win something finally.
He has the money
Like,
though. He has the money already. Do you see all the money he put into the new training facility?
if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be mad right now.
Yeah. You know what they did? They bought Steven Bergwijn, who has done nothing since he got there. He scored in his first game against City, and then after that, he hasn't done anything.
I don't think he's played, dude.
No, because then Conte switched to the 3-4-3.
Yeah,
and there's
you
there's
get
no
Conte
place
on your
for him.
team, all your strikers can kiss everything goodbye. Like all
No,
your
it's not
wingers.
that. There's not a place for him in that front three. The front three with Kulusevski, Kane, and Son. There's not a place for Bergwijn because he's not going to play left wing back.
Exactly.
So
Your wingers can kiss everything goodbye because he's gonna at the wing backs. He's not putting a winger.
no, but I'm
No
saying
shot.
he could, if Son wasn't there, he would be in that spot, that like left forward spot.
Mm-hmm.
Or if Kulusevski wasn't there, he'd be in that right forward spot. Same with Lucas Moura.
Kulusevski, bro. What
Yeah,
a player.
baller.
What a baller.
Juve let him go.
Dude, biggest mistake.
Nah, they got Chiesa, bro.
Oh, dude.
Chiesa's nasty. He's
I
so
forget
good.
about Chiesa.
He's
young
nuts.
too.
Yeah,
He's so
like,
nuts.
Yeah, he's the reason Italy got to the final, like won the Euros.
Bro, when you got Ronaldo is like one of the main players that loves playing with you. That's why I think Chiesa and Kulusevski top players because Ronaldo loved playing with those guys.
Yeah, that's
and
fair.
Ronaldo, you know how picky he is. Like he's got to be so picky with like who he likes playing with and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, because they would feed him. They do their job perfectly, and they'd feed him great balls.
Yeah, Chiesa's a baller. Weston McKennie is also stupid good. I think he's underrated in that team.
I thought they moved him down to the midfield though.
Huh?
I thought they moved him down to the midfield, not to the wing.
McKennie is a midfielder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's a box to box workhorse, dude.
He's nuts.
I don't know. I should look it up what kind of coverage he gets in the Italian press because he's been playing really well for them.
I think he's been getting some good coverage.
Yeah, I think they like him because a lot of times when Americans go to Europe, it's like, oh, stupid Americans.
They didn't like they didn't like him at the beginning.
They call it soccer, and they get PKs. Like
they didn't like him at the beginning. They thought he came in too overweight.
Oh, for sure. Well, he was.
Yeah.
But yeah, then he lost it. He's still a baller, so it's fine. I don't know. I think he's doing good. He broke his foot, but he's doing good. Hopefully, he'll be back for the World Cup in like this winter. That'd be sick. And same with Gio Reyna and it sucks that Miles Robinson blew out his Achilles like 2 weeks ago, dude. Because they're playing on turf. I hate turf. It's like the third turf injury.
Like how? Like why are MLS teams playing on turf?
Because it costs money to have a nice grass field and to maintain it. It's always money, dude.
Bro, how are like third division teams in England keeping up their grass fields and we can't keep a grass field up?
This podcast is gonna get us in trouble. We're talking a lot of shit.
Nah, bro. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Give us a championship in the MLS. Give us a second division.
Well,
just
make it
political.
Make it promotion relegation with USL. It should merge.
Yep. Give it to me.
It's a closed loop, so the MLS doesn't have to the teams don't have to win.
Yeah, so everybody just if you get in MLS, you just constantly making money. So it's like, hey, we're making money, so who gives a fuck about anything else?
Speaking of MLS, Pablo got hired by DC United as strength and conditioning coach. So yeah, props to Pablo. Yeah, love that. Well done, Pablo. I know you don't listen because you're too busy for this, but props anyways.
Oh, for sure. He's probably way too busy. But that's so cool, dude. Yeah, that's so cool.
To see him with Jackson next to him. Jackson trained with us with Fire before he got signed. It's like 17. Made his debut, got his first start. He's such a good kid, bro. I hope he goes far. He's so talented. He's got a right mindset as well. I saw a picture of them standing next to each other, on the field, and I was like, my people.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
man. We need more people like Pablo, man.
Yeah, he's a good dude. Helping
good dude.
All the stuff I learned, most of it is from him. All right, enough of American nonsense. Champions League finals on Saturday. Who you got?
Liverpool. Easy.
You think easy?
Easy. There's nobody here. There's no Ramos here to break Salah's collarbone again. So there's no protecting them this time.
Is Salah gonna play? Because he came off in the cup final last weekend.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he played today. They put him on in the last 20.
Okay. Well, yeah, he'll play then for sure.
Oh yeah. That was just they lost today because of karma. Everything that happened today was because of karma because he got injured. I'm pretty sure it was just a lure for him to get off the field and just chill.
Whatever.
Rest.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I think they'll win also. I hope they win.
They just gotta be careful with Madrid,
Yeah.
They just have that. They have that.
They were the ones that beat Tottenham, right? Yeah, they were 2 years ago. So 3 years ago. Wait, hold on.
Yep.
3. So it was Madrid, Liverpool, Bayern, Chelsea, and then this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hope they win, dude. I hope they win because I love Klopp. dude, love Klopp.
Yeah, I just
Might be
despise Madrid.
might be one of my favorite managers. But yeah, Madrid, I don't know, dude. The only thing is Trent is like not great at defense, and Vinny's on that side.
What I
So
think they'll do is though, I think they'll put VVD on Trent's side.
I don't. You think? I don't think they'll
Yeah, I
do
think
that. Who do
no,
you think?
not in his position,
No, I
but
know,
they'll
but I
put
don't. Van Dyke loves playing that left-sided spot.
he does, but I think he can not keep up with Vinicius, but he can stop him, you
Oh,
know?
he can for sure stop him, dude. That man can stop anything. Like
Exactly.
I think on not based on career, but based on top ability, I think he might be the best center back ever. Van Dyke.
Oh, for sure. There's never been somebody like as intimidating, as like
But
I don't
he's
know. He's
smooth
just
too.
it's different. Like he's so composed, but also dominant.
Yeah,
Like
it's wild. He's so
he's gonna
big.
rock your world, but
He's
he's gonna
so
just come out
fast.
playing.
Yeah, he's so
That's what I'm
fast.
saying.
And he'll fuck you up, and he can play out of the back. Those like diagonal balls to Trent on the other side, dude, bonkers. Pinging passes all over the place all the time. I think based on ability, he like yeah, I'd take him. I'd take him for one game, peak like prime VVD over. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody else. Like I would take him for sure.
He's like a mixture of like all the great center backs.
Yeah, it's nuts. He's so smooth too. Just reads the game so well.
So that's what I think, man. If they want to have a chance and not give Vinicius that space, they got to put VVD on Trent's side.
I think they start. Did Konate start today? Or
Yeah,
Matip?
but no, I think it was both of them, Konate and Matip. VVD didn't play
Oh,
today.
gotcha. Yeah. Well, Matip's had a really good season actually. So I think that's the only question, that other center back spot. And then obviously it'll be Allison, Trent, Van Dyke, Robertson, Fabinho. Did Fabinho play today?
No, he didn't.
He'll play. He'll play though in the final. Fabinho, Henderson, Thiago probably in midfield.
I think Thiago picked something up too today.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw him on the bench.
Fabinho, Henderson, Keita probably then, and then Salah, Mane, Diaz.
I could see that. I could see Diaz or yeah, I see Diaz.
Yeah, he's not going to start Firmino.
No,
Maybe Jota
and
though.
I was about to say Jota,
But
but
I think he'll start Diaz.
he did start Diaz today. No, I go Diaz. Probably Diaz.
I don't know. All right,
That midfield spot.
It depends on injuries and other stuff. Like I don't know. We'll see. And then for Madrid, it'll be. Do they have any injuries? Or are they at full strength?
It should be at full strength.
So
Mendy.
then, Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Mendy, Casemiro, Cruz, Modric. It's gonna. Well, he's been starting
Vini.
Valverde.
Nah. Vini.
Vini on the left.
Yep. Benz.
Who's on the right? He's been starting Valverde on the right.
Which is weird, but I mean, he knows what he's doing.
He's been starting it in 4-2-3-1. So like
yeah,
Valverde's
either that or like it's usually that or like the 4-4-2 when they're defending.
Well then it kind of like morphs into like three in the back as Valverde plays like a wing back type role and Mendy pushes higher and then Vinny goes into the middle some. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah, they got that whole.
I think Madrid
that's what works for them because they just that's how they.
Yeah, I think Liverpool will win though. But I don't know. That system that Madrid is running is the same one that France was running when they ran the World Cup. That like lopsided 4-2-3-1. Because Matuidi was playing on the left in that 4-2-3-1 when they won the World Cup, and Mbappe was playing on the right. So Mbappe, it's just switched. So Vinny is the Mbappe. They still got the striker.
Oh damn, you're right.
Yeah, it's that same like lopsided 4-2-3-1 system with one midfielder, one wide midfielder is actually like just a workhorse.
I mean, Liverpool. I think Liverpool have it as long as they just don't make a stupid mistake. Because Real Madrid do not miss their mistakes. Like if you
No.
make a mistake, they're gonna take advantage.
Unless it's
Like
Vinny.
very rarely will they not take advantage.
Unless it's Vinny or Valverde on the other end. Vinny's like he's been scoring a lot, but like he's still 2 years though. In 2 years he'll be.
I don't know, man. I think Vinny's out on a mission this year. I still think he's missing a lot of it, but I think this could be his game. They just can't give him the chance.
The development from last year to this year was nuts, but he's got one or two
Crazy.
two more steps to go before he hits like prime Neymar.
No, dude, because you're right. Because last year, like they were talking like, oh, is Vinny gonna get sold? Like, are we gonna move on?
That was stupid talk, anyways.
That is stupid talk. With my Madrid friends, I was like, yeah, you guys should sell.
Yeah, get rid of him. Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. Fuck him. Like, nobody, he can't score. You know.
Yeah.
But in my head, I'm like, yo, this guy in like 2 years, he's gonna be a problem,
dude. He'll be there.
He'll be there.
No question.
He's gonna be a problem.
I don't know. We'll see, dude. We'll see.
As a Barca fan, man, you gotta see like everything, man. You can't just be so close-minded and stuff.
Yeah. The reason I think Madrid starts like that with Valverde is because that's how he started against City. Against the team
No,
that
exactly.
keep the ball, but also City kept the ball a lot. They keep the ball a lot better than Liverpool, so he might start Rodrigo on the right.
That is true. Because Valverde he does do all the defensive work that Rodrigo probably doesn't do.
Well, that Cruz also doesn't do.
Oh yeah, that old guy.
I think.
I can see Cruz not starting in the final.
Yeah, maybe they start Casemiro, Modric, and Valverde in the middle then.
Yeah,
something like that. If it was FIFA, that's what I would do.
Yeah, for sure, bro. I'm barely starting Modric in FIFA.
Yeah. Oh shit, dude. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. That's gonna be a good game, though. I hope there's a lot of goals. I hope it's like that 4-3, that first leg of the Madrid City semifinal. I hope it's like that.
I think if it goes down to a lot of goals, I think Madrid win.
You do?
Yeah, I think so.
It could. I don't know. I feel like Van Dijk is gonna be like, nah. Ben.
Nah, I feel like if Liverpool's gonna win this game, it's gonna be like a 2-0 game.
Yeah.
2-1-0, something like that. Is it gonna be like Liverpool's just gonna shut them down?
Could be.
But if it gets into like a shooting match, I don't know.
Well, the thing is with the press, like I was watching the Madrid City game, the first one, when City would press them, and they were playing like cross field 50-yard passes in the air one time and just like laying it off under press. And I was like, what are these guys doing? I was like, these guys are bonkers good, willing to play a 50-yard ball in the air under a Pep Guardiola press, like on the top of their own box into the middle of the field. Like Carvajal popped one in the air to Modric in the middle of the field, where if it's picked off, it's like KDB's going one-on-one with Courtois. Modric doesn't even, he lays it off with one touch to Alaba, and they play out of the press. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's literally just years of them playing together, dude.
Yeah, it's insane. The team is like, I don't know, dude.
That's the definition of trust. Like you're trusting your teammate.
For sure. There's no doubt, dude.
Modric has to trust Carvajal just to get him the right ball.
Yeah, via United, Pags is playing Barak that ball into midfield. Pags, love you, Barak. Hope you're selling lots of cars.
I definitely think Barak is asking for that ball in the midfield.
Oh, of course. He's asking for every ball. And then he's going to try and dribble the whole team.
I don't think he's getting there from him.
No, definitely not. That ball's booted straight.
I think Paz is gonna look at him, point at him, and then do a no look pass to our left back. I think that's what Paz is gonna do. That sounds like a Paz thing. He's gonna hit it. He's gonna be like, "Oh, that's class."
Oh, that's class. Oh, fuck, man. What else is going on in the world of soccer? Oh, Haaland signed for City, so that's fun for the rest of the league. Dude, he might bag like 50 goals, bro.
I mean, I could see it. I could
all
see
tap-ins, dude.
I could see Haaland going for like Messi's record or something.
91 in a calendar year. You think?
Yeah.
I don't think so, dude. Nobody's touching that, man.
Nah.
Haaland scored 82 goals in 85 appearances for Dortmund.
You don't think Haaland just getting bloop into Man City's system? You don't
understand how absurd 91 goals is in a calendar year.
I understand. I saw
That
it.
is,
I
I
witnessed
know,
it.
I know. We both did. But I was saying,
And people still have to say that Messi's not the greatest goal scorer of all time. That's crazy. Okay, moving on. Moving on. Moving on.
no, I don't think. I think he maybe gets to like he pushes into like the 60s and 70s, maybe.
Yeah. No, I
Maybe.
definitely see him cracking 50 for sure in a calendar year.
But also as
For
for a season though, all competitions, because Messi and Ronaldo were doing 50 a season for 12 years. So if I think Holland, what's Ben's at this year? All comps.
I think
Like
he's
high
just
30s
under.
or
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah, he's under four. He's just under 45, I think.
I think Holland hits 45. All comps.
Let me look it up.
Depends on how much game time he gets though, because Pep rotates a lot. So he might not get near those numbers because he might not get the games. Although with that said, when he scores like he either doesn't score or he scores like 2 or 3. I don't know, dude. Oh, dude, De Bruyne playing passes to Holland. That's going to be something. I don't know.
Dude, that's not fair. That shouldn't be allowed.
Ederson gets the ball, pings the ball to half field to De Bruyne, ping the ball to Holland.
He's at 44.
Two passes they're in. Oh, you were close. Yeah. I think he'll get around that his first season, all comps. But it depends on the games.
45.
Depends on the games. How many games he gets.
I
Pep
think he's
rotates.
gonna get the games. I don't think Pep's gonna rotate him that much. I think he gets the game.
You think?
I think so. He's a monster, dude. He doesn't get tired.
Gabriel Jesus. Well, he gets hurt. He gets injured though. Well, let me take that back. He got injured. He had the same injury that I have, or a similar one. The adductor stuff.
Groin?
Yeah, the adductor stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. But if they sell Gabriel, you think Gabriel Jesus is going to Arsenal?
Oh, for sure.
That'd be a good signing for them, I think.
Yeah, finally letting him off the leash or the chains of what is Man City and all their players that they just bought to have on the bench so they could win leagues.
What's our way too early top 4 for next year for the Prem? City, Liverpool. This is also not in order.
Does Ronaldo stay at Man U? He stays at Man U, right?
I don't think it matters, to be honest. I don't think they'll be in the top 4.
With Ten Hag?
No. City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal.
City, Liverpool. You know what? No. Liverpool, City, in order.
I said not. Okay, fine.
I'm saying in order.
In Liverpool, fine. In order: Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, City. I think Arsenal get top 4.
I can't stand Arsenal fans. That's what I can't stand. I hope my boy Ricky is watching this. Ricky Capuano. I played with him at Bridgewater.
You're talking the most shit. You should tag him.
I will tag him. Dude, Arsenal fans, I can't. Dude had the audacity to say that Saka should have got Young Player of the Year over Phil Foden.
There's an argument for that.
Nah, bro, what?
There's an argument. I didn't say it's a good one.
Nah.
I didn't say it's a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
There's still an argument, no way. Though. There's a case to be made for it.
Oh, yeah, a terrible case that's going to lose within the first 5 minutes.
It depends. Is it based on the season they had or based on how good they are? Because Foden is definitely better than Saka, but I think Saka had a better beginning of the season than Foden did. Foden had a better end to the season than Saka did.
Okay, so that's even. So what do you go to next? Who's better? Who's just overall better?
Foden's better.
All right, then. So it's decided.
Yeah, Foden's better. Do we agree on that top 4? You think Arsenal get top 4 or no?
I think they can. I definitely think they can.
We'll see I wonder what signings they'll make. That'll be fun.
What do they need? A center back?
And a striker.
And
probably another center mid also.
Well, if they get Jesus, they're good.
Yeah, well, they need another center mid. They can't keep playing Xhaka and El Neni.
Oh,
Like party's good, but like they need another one.
nah, they need like a.
They probably need another defender as well. I don't. They Tomiyasu is like a center back actually though, so I wonder
Is
if
he really?
yeah he was playing center back in the Serie A, but it was right center back in a back three. But like so probably if I am Arsenal, I'm looking at a right back, another center mid, and we'll just under the assumption that they're going to get Gabriel Jesus, and that's it. A right back and a center mid. I'd say
Getting like Luka Modric on like a 2-year would be nuts for
no,
them.
not that. He doesn't fit the
What?
profile of what they want, of what they're looking for, and he doesn't
Are you
fit the
talking about like a
budget.
6 that like sits like a 6, like a 6, like a
Yeah,
Declan
like
Rice type guy?
nah. Put like somebody like Frankie De Jong.
Okay, there you go.
So, like they'll never
Frankie De
sign
Jong
him.
plays in any system that doesn't count.
I know,
Bring
but just
Busquets on
no,
a on a year long loan.
just another midfielder, like another like. Oh, why can't I not think of anyone right now, dude? What
There's
is
not really
wrong with me, bro?
not many. Gundogan,
No,
he's a free agent.
hold on, I'm googling. Is he really?
Yeah,
Is City gonna let him go? They might,
yeah. That was literally his last game.
dude. They better put a statue of him in there because that's bonkers. All right, I'm looking this up right now because I can't. It's gonna bug me that I don't know. Dude, if they sign Axel Witzel, that would be a good move
That'd be
from
an
Dortmund.
insane move.
We're not re-signing him. He's going on a free. Somebody like that would be good. Taliso, Chouameni, people like that. Like somebody I can like
Liso,
because they don't like the players that sit and ping passes. Like Modric does the defensive work for sure, but like he doesn't fit the way that they play a more fast-paced game than Madrid does. Madrid doesn't play like that fast, like Ndidi or somebody like that. Or you know that French guy Boubacar Kamara from Marseille,
yep.
him too, something like that.
No, Ndidi, I can see Ndidi.
Yeah, somebody like that. That profile of player, workhorse type guy, win the ball back, give it to Odegaard, and Saka and Martinelli and Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe's a baller, dude.
Oh man,
He's such a good player.
they're set for the future, man. If
They
they can
are.
just keep their players.
They gotta keep it. They're playing career mode right now.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, they keep
And they're just
everybody.
chilling.
All of them hit their potentials of 90.
Oh man, that's scary.
Yeah,
That's
they'll be
scary.
good. I wonder if they keep Nketiah because he's had a good end to his season. He's been scoring. I don't know.
Oh, because no, I think there's rumors that
They were gonna
let
sell
him
him.
go or something.
They were, but then he started scoring.
Yeah,
So
that'd
I
be
don't
dumb.
know.
There's no need to take care of him or get rid of him.
Unless it's to re-sign him, then maybe you don't re-sign him. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Like, it's so weird how all the business side works is weird. But I don't know. All right, it's 5:35. Wait, do we have anything else to talk about?
Nah, everything's kind of done with. The season's over.
We'll see.
So sad. Just the
It is
Champions League.
sad. But I am excited for the summer.
Yeah, I want to see signings, bro. I want to see a bunch of signings.
That and to like start training, rolling again, and, like being able to have guys come out to training sessions, get good training sessions in like the mornings and stuff.
It's gonna be fun.
It will be fun.
Get the Briar boys out here. My Briar boys, we're gonna get you out to training.
Have you told them yet? Have you asked them yet? You forgot again, didn't you?
No. I mentioned it. I mean, but I didn't like say anything after the game. We just
Oh
lost.
yeah.
You know?
No, of course.
At the time. Hey guys, don't forget the summer training with Eric.
Hey man, it's business. God. All right. Great conversation. I
Yes,
needed
sir.
one of these. I wonder how this is gonna do with the algorithm. Just like
I know, right?
just like talking shit. Because all the other ones are like there's a specific like
You know,
type
like something.
type
Yeah.
subject. Like the guy I'm having on Wednesday, he's running for city council in DC. Specific like type subjects that we gotta talk about. And then Thursday, sneak peek, somebody very important at Mary Washington. If you guys have made
You're
it this far, actually, if you guys have made it this far, put in the comments who you think the Mary Washington guest is going to be. I bet I get 0 comments. Prove me wrong, YouTube
any hints?
algorithm.
Any hints though? Any hints? No. You
No.
expect them to? You expect them to know?
The people will know. There's
Okay.
only one person really it could be. Nobody's gonna get this far anyway. Nobody's gonna get this far anyways. I look at the like the analytics, dude. People drop off after 15 or 20 minutes. If I'm lucky, average listening time is 30 minutes, and it's me keeping tabs open for 30 minutes on my own videos. Because that's how sad I am right now.
Hey, everybody's gonna start somewhere.
For sure. I have to start making reaction videos too. That's what I want to do. You know, people
We should do
put
like
on,
the video, like watching the games reaction.
yeah.
Oh, it's too late now, but
No.
for
But
next
I was
season.
gonna say
For
like
next season.
put on like a highlight video and do like a tactical analysis. Like pause it and be like, this dude should be here and this dude should be there, and
We
this
could
is
do
why
that
this
with
is
some Briar
working.
games if you're down.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Hey, send me
I got you with the huddle, bro.
yeah, we should do that. That'd be interesting. Tactical analysis Briar game. Yeah, I could do that. Or we could do that.
Like we could take like maybe like one of their best performances and then one of their
One
worst ones.
of the best performances, and then we'll just give them the worst one in private. We'll be like, you fucking shit, all of you.
I wanted to do that, yo, but now we gotta.
No, I can't. Positivity all around. Positivity all around for sure.
You need tough love. You need tough love.
Yeah.
Positivity.
Hit me up with the huddle stuff, and then we'll do that. Actually, I'll do it with the game that I was at, the Riverside one.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
a good one.
Easy.
Because you ran
Yeah, 7 goals.
And you ran 2 different systems.
Yeah.
In the game, and so there's opportunity to do that for both. Then yeah, we'll talk offline. Wait, what was the other thing? Whatever, we'll remember it later. All right, with that, we'll see you guys next time. Peace.